At the D versus C matchup, that is the loser bracket final, whoever wins this match will proceed into the next one, where in this match we are expecting Team C to be the better seeded to win, but only time will tell. We're gonna have it as a best of 30 on Inferno, with Team D playing on counter-terrorist side and Team C playing on the terrorist side.
Then they're not playing yet, they're still warming up.
Yeah, so the game is gonna start as soon as the warm-up ends.
Right. It's gonna start with a knife round, right? To choose sides.
Oh yes, the knife round is.
Yep, the teams are ready.
Teams are ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voila. Okay, knife starts.
So this is a 5-round match?
It's a one round match. Then after the knife round they get to choose. But yeah, it's a 1 out of 5.
Knife round.
Wait, shouldn't it be a knife round?
It is supposed to be a knife round, but the console asked if Team D was ready and they replied no, so I assume this is still going into warm-up?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't read the chat. Anyway, still warming up again.
So it's a 60-second warm-up. Hopefully the match will be live at the end of this. So just to give you a bit of a background on the map itself, this map is slightly counter-terrorist favored. Most of the terrorists do prefer going on B side because it does allow a good AWPer to control banana completely from the from T-ramp and from log. But with what we saw in the recent match at ESL was that PGL, where we saw the Team Big make use of the jump bug. So it is possible for counter-terrorists to actually abuse that and use it in different places, such as truck. They could use it at truck, they could use it at graveyard, they could use it at sandbags in banana, they could use it at roads and dark spot. So that does give the counter-terrorist side a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, wait, the bugs is still live.
It is still not live. It is still in warm-up.
No, it's in the bugs.
The bug is still on live, yes.
What is this guy doing?
So HODLOR definitely has learned a few tricks. Seems like he is capable of saying things other than just hold all.
Should it be HODLOR? Wait,
yeah, so
name, but yeah, not funny.
So here we see ChineseToyFactory getting killed by anariba. Again, I'm sorry if I butcher anyone's pronunciation. It's not exactly easy to say.
Anariba? Anariba.
Let's just go with that.
That works. Anariba. Why is he called Janice though? With flowers. Holy.
Yeah, the P250 at close range is capable of headshotting if you do not have.
Holy crap! That was. That was. Okay, it was a standing. It was a standing target, but yeah. Okay, wait. I wonder why they're still warming up. Let me see what's going on.
Wow, that's some good reactions by Janice.
Ooh.
Getting that headshot earlier. Yeah. So D side is ready.
D side is ready.
T side is ready.
Yes, they are ready. But
CT side, we'll just wait for Mary, the captain of CT side, to respond. Hopefully they're ready.
Match will end when the warm up ends. What the heck? Just up and died.
Right, are both teams ready?
Okay. Both teams are ready.
HODLOR is interesting.
He's impatient.
Yes.
Okay, both teams are ready.
Yes, both teams are ready. Finally, we can start.
How are they taking so long though?
So we're playing with the ESL config where you first use the knife round to decide which side you choose.
Well,
So here we can see actually Rush DI having a pretty interesting knife, flip knife, as well as Princey 90 having seems like that is a M9 bayonet fade.
hello, expensive knife.
That is not the best design. Ooh, Toy Factory just going off.
3v3 now.
That's a 3v3. Let's make that a 3v2. And the CTs had an
2v1.
advantage, but CTs won.
CT gets to pick now.
Yeah.
They stay or are they? What the heck? Stay for swap. What? Oh, okay. Hello, HODLOR. Oh, they're staying.
Yep, they chose to stay.
Well, it is a map favorite, as you said, but for CT.
It is definitely a map that favors the CT side.
Okay, they're shooting each other for no reason just now. Oh,
yeah, because the ESL config is live after 3 restarts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the game is now live. So you would realize that they will not shoot each other now since friendly fire is on, even though it is at 33% damage of what it would have done to an enemy, but it's still damage. And at this point, we need to remember that the CTs definitely have a favorable pistol round because USB can one-shot headshot at this point, whereas the clock cannot. So the clock is much better for up close and personal because they do have the advantage in that where they can do the 3 bursts, but the CTs have an advantage when it comes to range. Here we see the T side on apps, where we see the CTs are coming up in mid and challenging, but Mary with the sick headshot through the wall.
What do you wall headshot?
Damage, right? Because if you clip the edge of the wall, you can still hit them.
Oh.
Yep.
I did not know. No wonder I don't play ES.
So it's that was swift win.
Oh, it is a pistol round.
It is a pistol round, but it actually does indeed put them in an economical favor, where you can see that they have 8,000 worth of equipment, whereas terrorists only have 1,000.
Correct that. 13,000, 14,000.
1,300. 16,000.
Yeah.
So this is still not a full buy for CT side, which is good. However, if you notice that everyone except Desai actually has upgraded to helmet and armor, whereas Desai is only on armor.
Why though? Is he saving?
We see the T's rushing B, and the CTs are completely unaware of it. This allows them to get a plant off at default.
Ooh. But they are just staying there for easy pick.
But they are not, like, they're not covering their angles properly. They're not trading efficiently, and they just got cleaned.
Wiped.
So
wait, if 2 people try to defuse the bomb, right? Does it go faster?
No.
Oh, okay.
The first person defusing the bomb always has priority, whether the person has a kit or not. That just changes the length of the duration of the bomb defuse, but the first person defusing has priority.
So he gets the money.
But here we see an interesting concept on the terrorist side, where they're not managing their economy well. We see half of the team is on P90s, which I do not believe they should be on, since it gives you half the value of an average kill. Whereas
I just wanted $100 for 1 kill, and the other SMGs get you 200. Oh, I thought 200.
Yes. So P250 gives you 100%, whereas the other weapons give you 200%.
Ooh. They did go with this strategy last match.
Yeah, it seemed to work out for them pretty well then. But they do not have much utility, just 3 flashes and 1 smoke. But everyone except LOLICORN has helmet. LOLICORN has helmet. And LOLICORN just got killed because of pushing up too aggressively and not having a helmet.
Nor any utilities for that matter. He had
a smoke. Oh. So they're now completely smokeless, which means that they can't do a Russian on A side, which means now they're forced to just use the 2 flashes that are with Princey to ensure that the one flash with Princey to ensure that they can actually push in forward. If you see that they're trying to make their way through apps, pushing up, with HODLOR cleaning out, but he does not see the guy at graveyard, and that basically takes out almost completely takes out one of their AKs.
Yep.
With the other guy does get a pretty good return cleanup kill, and that has opened up the A side if HODLOR can get the kill.
Oh, you got a kill.
And with that, A side is theirs to take, and this would actually, if the terrorist side win, would reset the economy. If the terrorist side win, because Princey is in a 1v2, it is possible for him to do it, but the time is against him.
Oh, it was too bad.
So at this point, CTs are. This is CT's game to throw at this point. They've completely economically bankrupted the terrorists. They have almost twice the value of utility. Almost everyone except BotDesai has a full buy, 3 kits, and a lot of utility, whereas on the terrorist side we have Mac 10, HODLOR with no weapons, just the TAC 9, but 2 quick headshots by him to pick up a P90.
Holy, that was fast.
That actually, at this point, the counter-terrorist side might just choose to give this round up and save for the next one, since it is a 3v5. However, we see that ChineseToyFactory is pushing up with the op, trying to get the kill on to LOLICORN at Banana, who's sitting just around the corner.
Just around the corner, but I don't think they see.
Both of them walk past, not realizing where he is. LOLICORN is able to clean up, but if he had a bit more of trigger discipline, he would have been able to get the op as well. We see that BotDesai is also with a P90, and they just give up.
Yeah, and then
choosing to save the op for the next round.
Wait, BotDesai died?
BotDesai died because Princey 90 was able to get an exit frag onto him with the P90.
Oh.
Yeah. So now we see ToyFactory actually donating an M4A4 to Mary.
Sniper.
And BotDesai has bought a UMP.
For what?
This is an interesting purchase. Now we see on the terrorist side that they were actually able to make it to Banana before ToyFactory was able to check the corner, which means that they do not have the information that they actually peeked in. So they might just, never mind, HODLOR just got a kill in mid, which basically tells them where this T side is. Here we see Princey taking a kill on Janice, and that.
Wait. Oh.
And with that, we see that they have a very aggressive push by Mary onto the site.
I think they're giving out this round. The CTs are giving out this round.
The CTs are currently at CT spawn. They do not know whether it is at A site or B.
Shouldn't they know from the minimap?
We can see where it is, but they do not know whether it's at A side. At this point, they know that it's B side because they can hear the ticking. But right now, they're just choosing to save, making sure that the op does not go into the T's hands.
Oh.
Because a good op can make or break a map. So here we see Princey coming around the corner, trying to find the ToyFactory, but ToyFactory keeping his head down, making the right decision. So now it's interesting that terrorists are actually able to catch back up, and they have a decent economy. They have, except LOLICORN, who still refuses to buy helmet, they have a full buy on everyone except Lolly.
For why I have no idea.
And if you look on the CT side, they're actually forced into a force buy. But ToyFactory, as usual, doing his stuff with the op, getting the quick flick onto HODLOR with the op. And you can see Janice actually choosing not to buy any armor. And he is quite aggressive, but with Princey and LOLICORN just cleaning up A side, this is going to be difficult for the CT side to take back.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, the slight good thing is that, wow, that headshot.
Holy crap.
So
On a cracker.
ChineseToyFactory is pushing in and he misses a shot on a stationary target.
Holy. Oh, you missed. He's at 58 health and 86 armor. And why the... Oh,
So he was trying to fake out a flashbang because ChineseToyFactory able to get another kill, making it a 2v1, but he lost the AWP.
Oh.
So now we see that the AWP is into the D side's hands and they are forced into... CTs will now be forced into a save where they're just buying armor.
Some of them aren't even buying armor.
I see. Mary chose to eco. Rush upgraded his pistol, and Janice with a scout. So this is an eco round where they're trying to use some of the money that they have, but ensuring that they still have enough to purchase some weapons in the next round. And here we have Princey just getting picks in the mid, making sure that he can get the pick on Janice. That actually opens up the map a bit for them. And Mary was taken down by Anariba. Again, now we see that CT side is with control over the B bomb with the default plant and the smoke preventing Rush from being able to see that.
Rush.
So I have rushd.ii since I'll just be calling him Rush. Here we have Rush with the stat track SSG and the P250 balance. I'm not a big fan of this skin.
It looks cool though.
And he is able to get a headshot on HODLOR, doing some economical damage on the D side, making sure that they still have to purchase weapons next round, even if they are forced into an eco round.
I wonder why the Rush D people are losing. They were doing so well last match. Oh wait, yeah, they swapped out. My bad.
They did not have their captain playing as well, and they had in a couple of fill-ins if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So if we see the map, we have the same two people, ChineseToyFactory and Janice still doing their usual stuff.
And the other three are swap-ins.
Exactly. And this is why saving the AWP was a good idea. Princey is able to take down Janice as he crosses over mid, allowing Mary to push up with the AK-47, make sure that the other side is clear as well, where we actually see ChineseToyFactory around that corner where HODLOR is looking at. So right now he's between a rock and a hard place as two people are rushing into that area. So as soon as he pushes out, he'll be between BotDesai and ChineseToyFactory, and Rush and Mary are holding on to B side where we see the complete rest of the team hold up. So Mary's able to take down. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. And
yeah, it's a
HODLOR is able to take down Desai, and we see the ChineseToyFactory actually rotating over to B side over Graveyard and helping take back banana control, trying to take back banana control. But we see the bomb seems to be down, but it's picked up by LOLICORN, and HODLOR takes down the CT team by rotating through CT spawn. So at this point we see it's just better communication between the T side, enabling them to
win
a round. And even though we saw that ChineseToyFactory is the frag killer, is the leading fragger in the team in the match, but it's still not good enough. So this is
nice move.
So this right now was,
what the heck?
So this was the attempt by Janice to ensure that Prince is not able to get a frag at mid by smoking off that corner from the far side of mid. You can
Yeah, just barely,
Just barely seeing it. Prince knows that there's one guy apps, but the question is, does he know that there are two guys there? And he just saw him and moved past.
They moved on. Oh, they moved on.
So this is what we call Counter-Strike timing, that as soon as a person goes into the room, we see the crosshairs move away. So the terrorist side are definitely doing much better after the first 3 rounds where the CT side won. But at this point, it is the 3 full buys from CT taking on the 4 people from T side. And this is interesting. We actually see a GSG1 bot by anariba, often referred to as the gay gun in pubs. This gun is very deadly in the right hand, as it is a semi-automatic sniper. But ToyFactory able to take him out and take the gay gun, which actually helps them right now, since it is able to get a one-shot headshot kill on a lot of people. But Prince with the
lost it.
Predicting ToyFactory to come around the corner. Right now we've only left with Janice with a full buy. So now Janice will try to make sure that he can keep the M4A1S. That's actually a pretty good skin, the Basilisk. He's trying to keep that away from the terrorist hands and make sure that they do as much economical damage as he can to the team. And we can see that
Princey has max money.
We can see that the terrorist side are completely set on from an economical standpoint. They can full buy for the next round as well. Whereas this T side still has to ensure that they either eco or force the next round if they lose this one. And we see that Mary and Desai actually did choose to eco. They went with the SMGs, a slightly cheaper alternative to the rifles. And
slightly.
We see Janice with the full buy and going up to a Zeus as well. But it's the 5-man stack onto B side. Desai is taken out by HODLOR, and it's all up to Mary to ensure that they're able to kill. Mary able to take down number 1 from the T side. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. And no one is watching.
What?
No one is watching that back from what I noticed. Oh, Princey is indeed watching, and ToyFactory is able to take him out.
That's a good headshot.
ToyFactory pushing in behind, able to take out anariba. So just one person left at sandbags, and it seems like CTs might just be able to take this round.
They should. I mean, it's
interesting how Mary just walked past LOLICORN, was unable to see it, but ToyFactory able to clean up, get a 3k in that round, and basically get it back to the CTs. So at this point we can see the T's are still in a full buy, with LOLICORN going in for the S553.
Hence the gay gun.
That's not the gay gun.
Oh, that's not the gay gun.
That's not the gay gun. That's the 553. It's the gun, the AUG equivalent of the terrorist side.
Oops, wrong.
The gay gun is the GSG1, and we see Rush with no weapons. That's an interesting option, not by choice I assume, but he is able to take down number 1 to 13 health. And ToyFactory able to take down LOLICORN, and seems like another round for the T's that's ready to happen. He flashes himself out, knows that one person is at back of side, but is killed
by Princey.
By Prince. So it's anariba left defending a bomb from 3 CTs. We see Mary on the bomb side itself.
And no. And
he is able to defuse it with anariba not able to do anything, and Janice picking up the kill.
What's Mary doing?
So here we see Mary with the AWP, passing it off to ToyFactory, and we see Prince with the AK. So it seems like they're back to the old way of ensuring that they can get, and ToyFactory with the pick on anariba, giving them a momentary person advantage, but the T's take it right back. It's a 3v3 right now, but the advantage is still to the CT side, since they do have an AWP. And ToyFactory with the 3k this round. The last person is on the other side of apps. The rest of CT team is coming around trying to get him, but no, number one is able to make it to apps without anyone from CT side realizing where he is. They've rotated back to A side with ToyFactory staying in the middle between the two sides at
This Chinese team.
arc, making sure that he's able to go to either side without any issues. We see a brief encounter going to happen between Janice
And he died.
number one,
He didn't
and
check.
Janice cleans up.
He didn't check his back. Oh gosh, why?
So it's back to a 6-6, turning out to be a very interesting match where now the T sides are forced to eco as they are the people on the back foot.
But they're still buying P90s for some reason.
That is an eco buy because they're still not spending all the money that they have, but they are saving up enough to ensure that they can buy on the next round.
Yeah, but you said the P90 was half
A value as a if they get the kill.
If they get the kill, that's half the value, but it does give you a lot of spray and pray power because a lot of people prefer the recoil pattern of P90 over something else like the UMP or the Mac as number one has. It's a matter of personal preference whether you're able to control the recoil pattern better or not.
fair enough.
So we see them waiting at apps. And Anariba is able to get that kill on Rush, giving them a people advantage. And if we see the CTs have more or less left the site itself open, and we have Desai actually in the underpass. And I do not think that Anariba HODLOR realizes that he's been hurt by Desai, so they can call out that it's on A side. Desai is in a very good position where he can flank around, get a couple of kills before the T's can realize that someone is at apps. We see Princey is just on the other side. LOLICORN is watching the corner, and LOLICORN is taken out by the Farmer's headshot. So at this point, LOLICORN Desai misses his shots, and T side are able to clean up, get a much needed win, and HODLOR is able to get the op, pass it off to Princey, and take and see if we can see Princey take some of the op headshots that he was able to do earlier on.
Which he should be unless
the T's get the CTs decide to go through A side and that is a glitch. We can see the bomb being planted through the wall, even though we know that the bomb is currently being held by no one.
Wait, what?
The bomb is currently with number one, but we could momentarily see it through the scope, the walls, as we have enabled X-rays. So it seems like an interesting glitch that we found.
Developers,
so Janice has been taken out, but HODLOR is traded quickly. At this point, the CTs do know that they are made at banana because of Princey spamming the shots made. So he should be expecting someone around the corner, and Mary is able to take out Princey with that UMP, giving them an advantage since the main opper is down. That only leaves number one with a Farmas, and now we just have LOLICORN and Anariba with P90s against the world. So the CT side has two ops, one M4 and a UMP against one P90 and a CZ75. No, the CZ75 is on the CT side, my bad. But Anariba is able to take down Desai and take down ToyFactory. That is why a P90 is still a very good weapon, since you can spray and pray and get a couple of people in a mowdown. But right now it seems like Anariba is just trying to get as much exit frags as he can, try to get it to the bomb site in time, but his kill is cleaned up by Rush. So right now we see that ToyFactory and Mary are having a pretty good game. 20 kills for ToyFactory, 10 kills for Mary, whereas we only have 16 from HODLOR and 10 from Princey. So it seems like it's just a matter of who can carry the hardest. So this is the last round of the first half, with everyone trying to get the best weapons that they can. And we see that except for Desai, it is a full buy for everyone. And ChineseToyFactory is able to take down Princey in a battle of the ops.
That was fast.
And we
ooh,
see ChineseToyFactory just missed number one, throws a grenade that gets half of his health, is able to rotate around to the other side of apps where
no one's there.
Two terrorists are just around the corner. And we can see Desai just killing up anariba. That leaves just LOLICORN and number one with two people against 5. It has been done before. LOLICORN gets up a kill on to Desai.
Maybe done now, but
it still seems like this is the CT's round to lose.
CT's round to lose.
CTs are in control of the situation. Number one is just around the corner, is able to pick up Rush, whereas ChineseToyFactory is able to pick up LOLICORN, and Mary cleans up number one, giving counter-terrorists a slight advantage as 8 rounds to 7. It has been a very, very interesting match, back and forth, with CTs taking the 3 rounds at the beginning, terrorists coming back, and CTs pushing it out, closing it with 4 wins towards the end. The terrorists are still ahead with 8 rounds to 7 for the counter-terrorists right now, and let's see how it goes. Let's see what the counter-terrorists decide to do this time. We saw the the terrorists at round 1 go towards A for the first round of the map as well. That did not turn out too well for them, and it seems like it might be a repeat of that. And anariba just missing all his shots. Dude, you need to hit those shots if you want to win the round. ChineseToyFactory just doing his stuff, making sure that the site is clear. The bomb has been put down, so it is down.
What?
Check your corners, dude. Rush against HODLOR. HODLOR gets the headshot on Rush, making this into a 1v3. HODLOR tries his best, but the terrorists succeed. This puts them into an advantage, at least financially, allowing them to at least get better weapons compared to the counter-terrorist side, where we see that the maximum is actually by LOLICORN. We see an eco round coming through the counter-terrorist side, and this is the difference between the two teams. Whereas the team C preferred P90s during their ecos, we can see team D much prefers UMPs and UMP Max and MP7s. P90 does indeed give lesser value, but is a slightly easier recoil pattern to control. Here we see Princey being taken out by ChineseToyFactory, and he knows where anariba is. That gives 2 quick kills and side control to team D. The CT side is HODLOR is able to get a few shots on Desai, and number one cleans it up, and Rush is able to take him down. That leaves it just to LOLICORN, and HODLOR, who is able to get a UMP, is able to clean up Rush, and just down to ChineseToyFactory and Janice, who've been doing their best to take this game. Janice is able to get the kill on HODLOR. That leaves just LOLICORN with the USP left against 3 people. He does not have a diffuse kit, so he's just trying his best to see if he can get some exit frags, do as much economical damage to the terrorist side, and is able to do none. Terrorist side clean up counter terrorists after getting the bonus money from the bomb exploding. So at this point, we see LOLICORN with a P90, a Bison buy. That's a first, and a FAMAS.
Default knife.
So it seems like another A stack for the terrorist side, and we see technical difficulties happening.
Sorry.
Please bear with us as we try to fix the technical difficulties.
Should be on now. Yeah, sorry.
And we see Janice able to take down LOLICORN with that MP7 special delivery. Princey's just around the corner, but we see terrorists A side. Janice able to take down Princey able to take down Desai. So that's just a bait and switch
coming around by the CT side. With the bomb shown, taken down by Princey. And then Janice will get a plant down, not knowing that anariba is in the pit. His team didn't clear it for him, but it's able to take anariba down.
But anariba is able to take down Janice, and counter-terrorists win that round. Seems like this would be a force buy versus another force buy, ensuring that they still have enough weapons for the next round. With Janice and Mary, and seems like a full buy for terrorist side with the exception of Desai, and a forced buy from an eco round from counter-terrorists.
The CT side seem to be playing a very conservative position right now in holding out in only the sides and not banana. We see an interesting boost right here right now, but it might not come into play, seeing that the T side are moving towards a apartments with Chinese Toy just holding mid, making sure that no rotates come through, and Janice looks like he will be pushing through.
I do not like how he just left himself exposed from the arc side. Had a counter-terrorist been there, that would have been easy pickings for the counter-terrorist side. It was just luck on Janice's side that he was not picked off.
Team D seems to like to send Janice in first. Like he seems to be the one that collects information for the team. Just like how JW used to play for Fnatic. Yep, they just throw him in, let him find out where all the spots of the enemies are, and then
Princey is able to get a couple of tricks, kills, is able to get the kill on Desai. But Team D is able to clean up. They know where Prince is. They saw the kill happen in library. So they are expecting people to come through library through arc. So Janice is there watching library and waiting for people to come from arc side, with Mary with the spray down, almost able to get HODLOR and the Chinese name, which I'm unable to pronounce. But that's just a FAMAS versus an AK and an AWP, and the AWP cleans him out. So just a 3-round difference between the terrorists and counter-terrorists, turning out to be a very close game. You can see the difference in Janice's playstyle between the counter-terrorist and terrorist sides. The average damage per round has doubled for him from between the two. But the BotDesai is seeming to struggle a bit on this side, and in 5 rounds he just has an average damage of 31 damage per round. HODLOR able to get another kill. He is the leading fragger for the counter-terrorist side with 21 kills. Definitely the person the terrorist side have to shut down if they wish to get a good round.
Still waiting.
It's interesting to see the equipment difference between the two teams. Where we see the terrorist side having a lot of grenades, a lot of flashes, molotovs, whereas the counter-terrorist side have just one grenade, which was just used. It has blinded rush, but that is about it. So right now counter-terrorists are playing without any equipment, so they have to rely purely on gun skill to win this round. ToyFactory with the AWP looking over towards library, trying to clear it out. But anariba is able to clear up ToyFactory with the help of Princey. HODLOR kills up Rush, and that brings it out to just Mary fighting against 3 other people. But despite the equipment difference, terrorist side not able to do anything. Counter-terrorists bring it back to within 2 rounds of one another, and seems like another SMG versus SMG round with Mary with the CZ75 and Rush with the MP7.
Sorry. his name. I can't pronounce his name.
No one
What's this?
can.
All L's. Let's just call him L-I or whatever.
I've been referring to him as Rush.
Yeah, just call him Rush. But their whole team's Rush.
Yeah.
Looks like a B push this time, and then go see whether the boost by CT is gonna work out. It seemed to be not gonna work out, and
But
although it's an even trade on both sides.
the advantage still goes to the terrorist side since they're able to get side control. LOLICORN able to clean up ChineseToyFactory, leaving it to an op and 2 P90s against UMP and MP7.
BotDesai goes down trying to
M4
flank opponents.
Rush with the M1 is able to take down LOLICORN. Just one person left, able to take down, almost able to take down anariba. But they are unable to find the bomb. I do not think they have enough time to defuse it.
Oh, they found the bomb. Let's see if they have time.
They have just enough time.
Oh, just nice.
And CT's able to take it back within one round of one another. So as of right now, it's a question between ToyFactory with 28 kills and HODLOR with 24. Whoever is able to take the other person out is able to control who wins that round.
We see a slight eco here coming from the T side. They seem to be very economically damaged by the previous few rounds that they lost. And CT seems to be more economically stable. They bought up nades this time. But somehow there's no one watching the outside for CT. They might be making the correct decision here because you see the T side is moving towards apartments.
And an interesting thing is LOLICORN did not purchase a helmet.
Why? We have no idea.
It could be because they know that how economically damaged terrorists are, and unless they upgrade the pistol and are at very close range, it is not going to kill him in a single headshot. But having the information, having the safety of having a helmet would definitely help a lot. Anariba is able to take down ToyFactory, and LOLICORN is able to take down Janice. Anariba able to take down Rush, whereas Mary takes down Anariba. So that is a 3-for-2 trade, definitely benefiting the counter-terrorist side. Desai able to take down LOLICORN, so that is a 2-on-2 with the Mary bringing up the bomb, but HODLOR taking him out, cleaning it up, and we're all even right now with 11-11 CTs to Ts.
That's a cool skin.
I think we'll see a full buy coming here from the terrorist side this time. They have enough money, they have sufficient rounds.
That is interesting. Desai actually choosing to go to the Galil over the AK, not going for that one tap headshot potential, whereas everyone from the CD side is with the M4A1S. And LOLICORN again with no helmet.
He just forgot. Oh, what do we see here?
Go for the boost right here, and if the T sides push, and even if they smoke off CT, this time they might get picked off by Kwang because they won't be able to see him right there.
Ooh, someone
Janice is able to take down LOLICORN, so it seems like they are pushing through apartments, trying to get control over A side. Mary is able to take down Anariba, so the terrorists are in a position to win this round if they're able to take down HODLOR, who has definitely been their best performer.
Looks like the CTs have fully rotated over. Now they're going to rotate back and back to B, and let's see if they get picked off by Kwang.
So that's how you pronounce the name.
It's Kwang.
Kwang able to take down Rush, so now
he's given away his position.
Janice knows where he is, but Princey is able to come around, take him down. So that leaves HODLOR in a 1v2 on A side, able to take down one person, but the bomb is down, so the bomb is not down. They know that it is at A side. A molly over at Arc, preventing counter-terrorists from coming through that. And we see Princey just waiting at Arc, waiting for the molly to come through and pushing through the library side together. ChineseToyFactory sitting at Graveyard, waiting for them to come through. And we see Kwang rotating around, trying to get the flank onto ToyFactory. ToyFactory is able to see him, and Desai picks him off.
Ooh.
Princey is able to take down ChineseToyFactory. It's in a 1v1 against Janice. Janice almost takes him down with 2 health.
Oh my god, that was so close.
I'm surprised that Desai didn't trade for AK there for his team and continues to keep the Galil. It would be much more of an economical boost for his team if they left the Galil on. And it looks like he's going to buy an AWP for
ChineseToyFactory with the AWP. We definitely know what he can do with that on the mid side. Was able to take down. He was able to take down Princey a couple of times in the first half when he had the AWP in his hands. On the other side, Princey able to take down Rush on A side. So it seems like another A push from Team D. And it's interesting to see how they definitely prefer going A side, whereas Team C on their terrorist half preferred going to B a lot. Desai is watching a pretty unique angle, leaving himself in the open if anyone wishes to come through, and watching the flank.
Ooh. Shit. Oh. Well, there is no one there. Oh.
ChineseToyFactory being dinked up, not knowing. He was able to see just the edge of his hand, so he should be calling out where LOLICORN is, and Desai should be rotating in, but he's still watching the back, making sure no one is able to flank them. Janice looking over, jumping back of side, mauling side. Anariba is able to take down ChineseToyFactory. Janice able to take down LOLICORN. So that is a 2v4 for the terrorist side.
Oh, they almost didn't see Anariba in the corner.
And
only he had steady
with
hands.
that, terrorist side bring it back to equal 12-12.
Oh, this is really a close match so far. What do you think? A Galil? No.
AKs.
Oh, okay.
So now we have Kwang and HODLOR with AKs.
Looks like a forced buy by the terrorist side, going for a full SMG buy. They do not have the economy to go for a proper buy, and with SMGs you tend to earn more money. It looks like a B rush this time, and CTs are gonna move back.
Get a kill on Rush.
With a double need.
Ooh, Janice was
Going
picked
one
up.
by one.
Oh, another one.
This is a problem for the T side. They're moving in one by one, getting picked off by HODLOR easily.
With just Desai in a 1 against the world. Desai is taken down by Princey, so counter-terrorist side finally taken advantage and lead the rounds for the first time since they took the 3 rounds at the beginning of the game.
Sorry.
Oh wait, no, it's the terrorist side that took the 3 at the beginning of the game.
Yep.
I mean, they did switch sides, so.
Looks like it's an eco coming out from the T side. And they're going back to their comfortable side of A. And looks like they're constantly pushing out balcony. It's like forever balcony, guys.
And it's interesting how
Sorry.
with only Anariba watching balcony, they don't have anyone at graveyard, they don't have anyone at headshot.
Yep, and
If it is a 4-man push, if the 2 of them suddenly decide to jump out towards
LOLICORN is pushing
the
a partner,
LOLICORN
gets
is
traded
able to take
off.
down Desai, and the CZ75 coming in, getting that headshot, able to
Fun.
take them down. The bomb is down.
Ooh.
Princey with the double kill on ChineseToyFactory and Janice, and Rush able to get that knife in a 1 with that 1v3.
You have
Princey
5
is able to
bullets.
take down
You
Mary.
have 5 bullets, Rush. You have 5 bullets. He goes for a knife. Misses the first one. Misses the second one. Gets taken down.
Counter-terrorists take the lead 14-12. So we should be seeing a full buy coming out of CTs and Desai actually preferring the Galil over the AK.
Once again.
Why, we still have no idea.
I would say some people prefer the spray, but definitely not me, personally.
They left the bomb back for Rush to pick it up and then going for an A setup again. Interesting thing is we see the CTs with a delayed push to A. Had the terrorists actually done a rush, they would have had A site all to themselves. So here we see LOLICORN coming in, Janice ready for
walking
it.
into his crosshair, and we see Kwang actually flanking this time, and Desai is ready for him.
Oh, and
Takes
just
him down
barely.
Desai is able to take him down. We see him with his preferred weapon Galil, understanding why he prefers it over the AK as
Was that a mistake? Oh,
no.
Sorry.
HODLOR takes down Rush, and Princey takes down Janice, and seems like
It's ToyFactory against the world, but he is the best performing
we see
player.
a movement around by Desai. He might be able to catch off HODLOR if he was careful enough.
But they just miss one another.
Looks like he wants to do a A push this time. And he takes down Princey, unaware of his position.
So now they're able to get the plant on site.
And they are still
They
not
do
aware
not
that
know that
Anariba
Anariba is at the back, and
picked
Anariba
off.
takes down ToyFactory, but Desai takes down Anariba. So that is Desai versus HODLOR. One I would say HODLOR is definitely in the winning to take.
He's definitely hurt. Desai going to that corner right now. It's
And-
easy headshot for him.
With that is counter terrorists with the 15 kills. Terrorists are forced into an eco round because of their economy.
We're gonna see a force come out from the T side. They do have a bit of money to buy some guns, but we can't be for sure what they'll get. Janice taking the scout this time. Tagging people with the scout, it's not bad, but you gotta have your teammate to help you clean it up. Scoping down mid to check, and looks like it's a B rush this time.
The CTs definitely seem to be ready for it, except HODLOR is caught out of it, able to take down ToyFactory.
Looks like it's fake actually, and they are rushing towards A.
They
And
did
you
not see
realize-
LOLICORN.
Oh!
LOLICORN is able to take down Janice, but does not hear Desai coming through, taking the safe way through our Anariba caught unaware by Desai with the Galil. So that is a 2v3 with Desai with the bomb at A side. Desai is down with, should not have been there since he has the bomb. He should be back on side. So this in itself is a round for counter terrorists. They should be winning this match 16-12. As 50 seconds left, Mary against Kwang, Princey and LOLICORN. The bomb is down. Mary able to take down Kwang. So at this point it's just LOLICORN and Princey. At this point he should be able to hear Princey in the library. Unable to see him, Princey takes down Mary. Counter terrorists win 16-12 and Team C moves on.
Well,
It's a GG for both sides.
well, it was quite close. Up until the 24th round or 25th.
So Princey and HODLOR with 28 and 34 kills respectively, whereas on the other side it was ToyFactory and Janice with 29 and 21. As such, we shall be waiting for the next game. The stream, we shall see you when the next game starts.
Which should be soon.
Keep tuned and we will be back shortly.